Romans chapter 13 is an exhortation to us to be involved politically, to support our country, to love our country, to submit to its leaders. And so in Romans 13, he tells us that what's the basis of that is that God is the one who puts in place national leaders. Look at Romans chapter 13. It's very strong. Verse 1, every person is to be in subjection to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and those which exist are established by God. Let me read that last phrase again. For there is no authority except from God, and those which exist are established by God. One of the interesting things about that phrase is that it was written to a group of people, Christians, who were living under two oppressive governments. They were living under the oppressive government of Judea, the Jews that had come to Christ, that were living in Judea. The Jewish government there hated Christians. And Rome would go on to launch a full-scale persecution against Christians. It was already brewing at the time that Paul wrote this letter. And yet he could say, for whatever purposes God has, remember, he puts in place governments. That's God's perspective. He's on his throne and he never steps off of his throne.